What if an entire civilization believed they were unstoppable? They built towering structures that reached toward the clouds. They looked at the world around them and said, "Who is more powerful than us?" But when the command came from above, everything they had built was buried beneath the sand. This is the story of the people of Aad, a civilization mentioned directly in the Quran, and a reminder that has never stopped being relevant.
After the time of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, a new nation rose upon the earth. They were known as the People of Aad. According to the Quran, they lived in a region called Al-Ahqaf. Their city was called Iram Dhatul Imad, the city of pillars. Allah mentions them in Surah Al-Fajr. Have you not considered how your Lord dealt with Aad, of Iram, who had lofty pillars, the likes of whom had never been created in the land? This was not an ordinary civilization. They were known for remarkable physical strength and extraordinary construction. Allah says in Surah Al-Fajr, who had no equal in the lands. They built tall and powerful structures. And with all of this came something deeply dangerous: pride. They looked at their strength and their achievements and forgot the one who had given it all to them. Allah mentions in the Quran that they said, "Who is greater than us in strength?"
Allah did not leave the people of Aad without guidance. He sent them a prophet from among themselves. His name was Hud A.S. Allah mentions in Surah Al-Ahqaf, "And remember the brother of Aad, when he warned his people in the region of Al-Ahqaf." Hud A.S. came to them with a clear message. Allah records his words in the Quran, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no God other than Him." But the response of the people of Aad was immediate rejection. Allah records their reply in Surah Hud. They said, "O Hud, you have not brought us any clear evidence. We are not ones to abandon our gods based on your word alone." They also said, as Allah records in the Quran, "We only say that some of our gods have afflicted you with evil." Hud alayhi salam continued calling them toward the truth. He warned them clearly. Allah records his words in Surah Al-Ahqaf, "I fear for you the punishment of a tremendous day." But the people of Aad did not listen. Their pride had closed their hearts.
Before the final punishment arrived, Allah withheld rain from the land of Aad. A drought came upon them, and the people waited, watching the sky, hoping for relief. Then one day, they saw something on the horizon. Allah describes this moment directly in Surah Al-Ahqaf. "And when they saw it as a cloud approaching their valleys, they said, 'This is a cloud, bringing us rain.' After years of drought, the sight of a cloud filled them with hope. They believed relief had finally arrived. But Allah then says in the same ayah, 'Rather, it is that which you were impatient for, a wind in which is a painful punishment.' What they believed was mercy was actually the fulfillment of the warning they had refused to take seriously." Allah describes what happened next in Surah Al-Ahqaf, destroying everything by the command of its Lord. And they became so that nothing could be seen except their dwellings. And in Surah Al-Haqqah, Allah describes the nature of this punishment with even more detail. "And as for Aad, they were destroyed by a furious, violent wind, which he imposed upon them for 7 nights
and 8 days in succession. So you could see the people therein fallen, as if they were hollow trunks of palm trees. 7 nights and 8 days. The wind did not stop. Everything they had built, their towers, their structures, their civilization, was gone. The people who had once said, "Who is more powerful than us?" were now silent. Allah also says in Surah Al-Ahqaf, "Thus do we recompense the criminal people."
But not everyone was destroyed. Allah mentions clearly in Surah Hud, "And we saved Hud and those who believed with him by mercy from us." Those who had believed in the message were protected by Allah, while the punishment fell upon those who had rejected the truth. The believers were kept safe. This is a pattern throughout the Quran. Allah never destroys a people without first sending a clear warning. And He never allows the believers to be lost among the punishment of those who rejected the truth. Allah preserved the story of Ad in the Quran, not as a historical curiosity, but as a direct lesson for every generation that follows. He says in Surah Al-Ahqaf, "And we had certainly established them in such as we have not established you," meaning the people of Ad had more than we have, more strength, more physical capability, more established civilization. And yet, when they forgot Allah and replaced gratitude with arrogance, everything was removed. The question this story leaves with every one of us is simple. What are we placing our trust in today? Our technology? Our achievements? Our strength? Or the one who gave us all of it in the first place? Allah does not need our power. Our power needs Him. This is not just ancient history. This is a mirror held up by Allah Himself in the pages of the Quran, so that every generation can look into it and reflect. The people of Ad were given everything, and they lost everything. Not because of an enemy, not because of weakness, but because of arrogance and turning away from the one who had blessed them. May Allah protect our hearts from pride. May Allah keep us grateful for every blessing. And may Allah make us among those who hear the reminder and take it seriously before it is too late. If this story moved your heart, please like this video and subscribe to DeenTube so more people can discover the powerful stories preserved in the Quran. Share this with others who may appreciate this reminder, and let us know in the comments which story from the Quran or Islamic history you would like us to cover next. Until next time, peace be upon you all.